My dear, I find if I eat too many sweets, I get what the children call a buzz on. I get high.
Really?
It's easy to understand, you know, because chemically, alcohol and sugar are very similar.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes. Well, it has to do with blood sugar, you know.
Oh, of course. May I offer you some more tea, then?
Thank you.
Oh, I'll just go out and get a fresh pot.
Excuse me a moment, please. Jen. Yes? Could you give me a little bit of time alone with Mother Superior, please?
You're not thinking of doing anything foolish, are you?
No.
Well, all right, then.
I really appreciate your taking time out to see me today.
Not at all. What's troubling you, my dear?
So many things.
Well, what do you want? Start with that.
I know that the time I spent at the convent was peaceful. The most peaceful years of my life.
Yes.
I told you what I just found out, that I killed a man.
But I understand you were defending yourself.
I know, but the fact that I am capable of taking another person's life, that has really changed me. I don't think I'll ever be the same.
You know, that's why you came to us in the first place. Your mind had shut out that knowledge to protect you.
Angus knew. Why didn't he tell me?
Oh, I'm sure he thought he was doing what was right.
He was wrong. There was no way he could keep from me knowing the truth. I had to remember it eventually. And now that I have, I just can't bear it.
It's not for you to judge yourself.
I really don't think I can make it on the outside world by myself.
Is that what you think?
I know it.
Well, what choice do you have?
I don't understand.
We must bear whatever God sends us.
I can't.
Oh, Camellia, we're put on this earth to love and to learn. First, to love God and all of his works, and then whatever burden God places upon us is our lesson.
Mother, please. I'm all alone. Please, will you take me in?
You want to come back to the convent?
Wouldn't I work as a nurse the way I did before, but as a layperson?
Well, you see, your answer is in your question. You're a lay person.
But what do I do?
Oh, Camellia, did you ever hear that the Chinese have the same character for crisis as for opportunity? You must live in the world in order to experience your tests and your difficulties. Be grateful for them. They are your opportunities.
I can't. I am all alone.
Oh, we're never alone. Open your mind, open your heart. I'll pray for you, my dear, but you must do the same. You do the work. You'll receive the reward. Now you think about what I've said. And would you please thank your aunt for this lovely tea? I'm going to let myself out.
But I had no intention of talking to you, so enjoy your tea. I'm leaving.
Camellia, do you remember that little tea shop we found one day when we were walking? The one with the sticky buns?
No.
I am surprised. And they say forgetfulness begins with old age. Well, it was during one of our marathon walks. We'd been walking for about 17 hours.
It was an hour and a half.
And we ran across this charming tea shop. It was about 34 miles from Maple Leaf.
Oh, it was less than a mile from the sanatorium, and you know it.
And I was so faint with hunger that you took pity on me.
Yes, that part's true.
That's what we were working on. Being able to tell truth from fantasy.
Oh, what? A transition. Now we are in for it, aren't we?
You know, these cakes are wonderful. Did you outbuy them locally?
I appreciate your coming here. I know you care. I know you're concerned, but I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Nowhere.
And I've wanted to go there many times. Camellia, sit down for a moment.
Only because you're such a terrible, terrible man.
You know, my dear, the trouble with running away is that your head starts off in one direction and your problems follow right along.
I have to go.
Where?
Away.
But towards what? Port Charles?
No.
General Hospital?
No.
But why not? If you're determined to go, why not there?
Because that is the last place that I would go.
But why? You're a wonderful nurse. You're warm and loving. Why don't you go back to where you're appreciated?
Because I'm not. They hate me.
Who hates you?
Duke.
Duke?
And Anna. All our friends.
Is that right?
I can't go back there. No one would have anything to do with me.
Camellia, did you do something to deserve their hatred?
Yes. I didn't mean to, but yes.
Well, then you ought to welcome the chance to put it right.
How?
You'll find a way.
I don't know if I can.
That nice lawyer, Jake Meyer, does he hate you too?
No, I don't think so.
And Janet told me that Tom Hardy phoned to find out when you were coming back.
Yes, he did.
Well, you were doing good work with him.
Yes, he was very kind.
And helpful.
And helpful.
Now, you could go on with your therapy if you decide you want to.
Yes, I could.
And you must remember how hard you have worked for your freedom, your inner peace, and your feeling of being in control. And you still are the one in control if you think you are.
Yes,
Why don't you think about it?
I will.
And now I must go. Since you insist on plying me with cake, if I get any fatter, the girls won't love me.
I will. I always will.
Au revoir, chérie.
No. Well, that's the way it always been.
My dad.
Give me half a chance. I might have named him myself, Gleason.
Take care of her.
Right, you too.
Give me a minute. Don't go away. Duke. Yeah. You okay? Sure. Well, we've all been through a traumatic time. I'd like to help.
Oh, okay. I'll be all right. Any news about Bobby?
No, nothing yet. But I was, wondering about you. You sure there's nothing I can do to help?
I'm fine, really. Thank you. I'll get used to taking care of myself. I'll see you.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care of folks.
Fortunately for us, only 2 people were affected directly. Anyone else who happened to be in the vicinity of the bacteria is being closely monitored.
It must have been a terrible ordeal for you and your staff, Dr. Hardy, to be at the mercy of a maniac wielding a life-threatening substance in your face. Could you tell us more about that, please?
I think the significant thing is that the staff and the security at General Hospital handled the situation very well without any loss of life.
But is it true that 2 of the people that were infected are fighting for their lives at this very moment?
Well, I'm not at liberty to comment on that at the moment. All I can say is that we have every hope for their recovery.
One last question, Dr. Hardy. Is it true, as the rumors have been implying, that anyone in the hospital, or even in the vicinity of the hospital for that matter, could still be affected by this bacteria?
Yes, that's true, but I'd like to emphasize again that there's no reason for anyone to panic. However, if anyone is experiencing any unusual symptoms, we urge them to call us here at the hospital or consult their own physician.
Thank you, Dr. Hardy. You have just heard the exclusive and official statement of Dr. Steve Hardy, Chief of Staff of General Hospital, about the horrendous ordeal that he and his staff experienced here last night. I'm Tiffany Hill for WLPC News. That's a wrap. Thanks, Wayne. It'll be on the morning news.
How are you?
He was wonderful, Audrey.
Well, of course, he always is wonderful. No, I meant your head.
I'm a little groggy, but I'm okay,
Well, then
Audrey.
it's time to go home. Come on. He's been up all night.
Oh, I am grateful, Dr. Hardy. Thank you so much for the
You know,
information.
there were a few things I'd have preferred you didn't ask. I don't want to alarm the public unnecessarily.
Oh, I don't think you did. I think you just informed them. It was a real public service.
But
Darling, I'm taking you home right now. Now, come on.
all right.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Audrey. Thanks.